Hello, everyone. Chris Filipiak here, the Connector. It's Monday. I have my Aloha Monday hat on, which definitely means we're going to get in on some prospecting today. Really excited to talk to some people and see if I can hook them up today. I wanted to talk about a couple things, maybe three things today. First is really taking a look at your schedule and how you can get it more effective. I'll share a little bit about my experience as an industrial engineer at Ford Motor Company. Then I want to talk quickly, just remind you about the 23.5 minute meetings, especially for sales. You got to keep those conversations dialed in, both out of respect for the person you're talking to and for yourself. And then the last thing I want to talk about, what's coming up in my week. I have a really exciting trip I'm going on, and I'm really super stoked about. So let's just jump right into it. So I was thinking about my week last week and my sales effort, and it's not quite at the level I want it to be. My sales are advancing every week, and I'm really leaning into that as I grow and learn more and get better at doing the sales work that I love to do. But I wanted to squeeze more out of my week, and so I was thinking back to my experience as an industrial engineer and actually starting out my career at Ford Motor Company. And one of the first things that I did was I worked in a manufacturing plant, several manufacturing plants, and we would do things called time studies. Okay, so as an industrial engineer, you're always looking at workflows and process improvement and continuous improvement and how you can drive waste out of the system. And so my thoughts around that have really been flipped a little bit, and not so much of a waste focus, but really more of a vision and a desire focus. So how can you get more of the activities that you actually want to do, enjoy doing, the ones that earn you money, the miracle generating activities? How can you get more of those into your week? So I was thinking about these time studies, and I'd have to go out and I'd have to look at the different activities and the process flows about what was happening. And so when I looked at what was going on with my week, I realized that there were some opportunities to improve. So what I did is I went ahead, and I'd encourage you to do this week, is go ahead and look at the activities that are directly linked to your success. It just hits in my head. It would be, if we're thinking Steve Covey, would be not urgent, important, right? So these are the long-term strategic and tactical things that you'll do, which really help you generate the money as a salesperson. So what it is, I went through and I looked at the things that I wanted to prioritize in my week, and it really wrapped around, I want to do prospecting. Okay, I want to be calling people, emailing people, connecting, networking, building relationships, identifying unmet needs. And then I also want to be doing strategy sessions, first meetings, fit assessments, kind of those three things. They're all very similar. And then from there, writing proposals and then working on my business. So with those things in mind, you want to set up some time and put those into various buckets. So maybe for prospecting, there may be 15 to 20 hours a week that's just spent on pure prospecting, pure outbound. Maybe you just want to spend another 5 to 10 hours a week writing proposals, maybe another 5 to 10 hours a week doing strategy sessions or first meetings or fit assessments. And then you want to spend some time actually working on the business, 5 to 10 hours. And that, for me as an entrepreneur, like that blows out a 40-hour week, no problem. And I think I am much higher than that because I want to spend time working on my mental game, my mindset, some visioning, some planning time, and some admin time. So as an entrepreneur, I have to build all of that into a week, but I really prioritize the things that are closest to bringing in and generating the money in my life. So once you have that kind of all laid out, then the next thing you want to do is you just want to start to schedule that into your week. And I would put the most creative and the most important activities early in your day. So early in the day, I really either am creating content, visioning about who to call, how to call, who I can serve, and then actually going into doing calls and outreach, and prioritize that every single day. And so I put that space, that time in my schedule, and just lay it out on a calendar and really calendar my day from top to bottom. So I'd encourage you to do that. Quickly on 23.5-minute meetings, where you want to be with those is, as a salesperson, your conversations can tend to get away from you. And I also notice this in discovery meetings and meetings in general. So one of the things I'd recommend is what I say is like the 23.5-minute meeting. So really that gives you 23.5 minutes to get introduced, set the stage, get into the critical discussion. It gives you 5 minutes for next steps, and then it gives you a minute and a half to get to your next meeting, use the bathroom. So if you can think of that, kind of that flow, and work into workflow in your meetings, and really start with an intention, like I was talking about when calling people, and just keeping that really concise, it'll help make your week and your meetings much more efficient. So the last thing I want to talk about is I am headed to Atlanta this evening. I'm going to be attending David Nagel's Success Summit, which I'm really excited about. I'm going to see my business coach, Tristan Gutner, and he'll be out there. We work a lot together on mindset and getting clear on our vision and our faith and gratitude. So I'll be headed that way, and I'm really excited to be out there. So think about your week. Think about how you can prioritize and schedule the things that are most important to you, and try to push those early in the day. 23.5-minute meetings, I encourage you to think about that. If you have any questions about those things, please reach out to me. I'm here to support you. And as always, it's time. Let's go!